You know how the longest part of the morning is standing in the kitchen waiting for the coffee to finish brewing? It's maybe a 90-second wait, but in those 90 seconds, we'll pull out our phones, distract ourselves, check email, glance at the news, answer a text, and then by the time the coffee is ready, we have already mentally left the kitchen and engaged the work of the day long before it's officially started. This seems like a small thing, but we were never actually present in the kitchen. Our body was there, but the rest of us was already somewhere down the road, bracing for whatever was coming next. If we're honest, this is not just a 90-second in the morning habit. For a lot of us, this is the entire texture of a life. We are physically present in moment after moment that we never actually inhabit because some part of us is always running slightly ahead, scanning the horizon for the next thing that we need to manage. We call it being busy, but underneath the busyness, there's usually a low hum of anxiety, the quiet sense that if we ever stopped moving, even for a second, the whole thing might catch up to us. This week, I want to talk about the habits that actually sustain a soul over the long haul. And I want to start here because I think hurry is one of the most spiritually corrosive things in modern life, and almost nobody names it. It doesn't look like a sin. It actually kind of looks like responsibility. It looks like a full calendar and a productive person. These are things that we value, but hurry slowly disconnects you from your own life and, more importantly, from God because you cannot be present with someone you're always rushing past. There's a reason so much of what Jesus did looks unhurried in the Gospels. He moved through crowds without being driven by them. He stopped for the one person nobody else noticed. He withdrew to quiet places when the demand was at its highest, which is the opposite of what a frantic person does. And the resilience that held him wasn't the resilience of someone powering through at maximum speed. It was the steadiness of someone who was actually present to his own life and to his Father. And so here's the practice, and it's almost embarrassingly simple, which is probably why we skip it. Just slow down enough to actually be where you are. Stand in the kitchen and just wait for the coffee. Let the 90 seconds be 90 seconds instead of cramming them full of noise, of distraction. Presence is a practice, and like any practice, it's a little awkward at first. Then slowly, it becomes the thing that steadies you. Thank you for spending a few minutes with me before the noise today. See if you can actually be present in the places where you are today instead of 3 steps ahead. Know that our God loves you more deeply than you can possibly imagine. I'll see you tomorrow morning.